Chicago Bears went 11-6, won the NFC North, and beat the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. And OTAs prove this team is not done climbing. Ben Johnson stood in front of reporters this week and said 5 words no head coach says in May unless he means it. I am buying Luther Burden stock. When a head coach who does not hand out compliments puts his name on a second-year receiver in shorts and helmets, something real is happening at Hollis Hall. The passing game has a new heartbeat, and the entire NFL is about to find out what Caleb Williams looks like in year 2 of this offense, with one specific mission on his plate. Williams threw for 3,942 yards last season, a franchise record, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He dragged this team to a division title, but his 58.1% completion rate was dead, last among starting quarterbacks. Ben Johnson set the target at 70%. Luther Burden had 47 catches, 652 yards, and 2 touchdowns as a rookie while learning the offense on the fly. Rome Odunze was dominant before a foot injury slowed him. Colston Loveland gave Chicago a weapon at tight end from day one. DJ Moore is gone, traded to the Buffalo Bills. The door to the number 1 receiver role is wide open, and one pass rusher has added 15 pounds of muscle after closing last season with 5 sacks in his final stretch. He holds the key to fixing the defense's biggest weakness. That defense lost 4 safeties this offseason. Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, gone. But 2 new safeties walked in. One carries a Super Bowl ring from Seattle. The other fell to pick 25 when every mock draft had him going 15 picks earlier. Dennis Allen now has the chess pieces he spent all of last year wishing for. And across the division, the Packers franchise running back faces a felony charge. The NFC North power structure is shifting while the Bears build from the inside out. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Bears and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 500 likes on this video. Ben Johnson did not stop at buying stock. He described Luther Burden as electric. He said Burden had numerous explosive plays in the first OTA session. He said Burden ran a route for the first time and executed it as well as any receiver Johnson has coached. When Ben Johnson, the play caller who turned Detroit's offense into a nightmare, says a second-year receiver ran a brand new route like a veteran, you do not brush it off. You write it down and circle it. Burden finished every single rep during Phase 2 work. He showed up early. He trained with Caleb Williams throughout the offseason. He told reporters the day he was drafted that he came to Chicago to be the best. His actions are matching his words. The comparisons to Amon-Ra St. Brown are impossible to ignore. In Detroit, Ben Johnson built an offense around a dynamic slot receiver who generated yards after the catch and operated as the engine underneath vertical concepts. Luther Burden is not a carbon copy of St. Brown. He is faster. He tested at a 4.440. But the role is identical. Screens, short throws, and manufactured touches got the ball in his hands as a rookie. Now Johnson is expanding the route tree, speed cuts, sharp breaks, releases off the line. The coaching staff, led by receivers coach and offensive quality control coach Isaiah Ford, is developing Burden into a complete receiver. And with DJ Moore traded to the Buffalo Bills, the target share Burden is chasing jumped overnight. Rome Odunze is still the outside X receiver. He posted 5 touchdowns in his first 4 games last year before a foot injury derailed his second half. Colston Loveland commands attention from the tight end position, but Burden in the slot, with his explosive ability after the catch, gives this offense a dimension it lacked for stretches of 2025. Ben Johnson handpicked Burden in last year's draft. He inherited Odunze. Both will produce, both will eat. But the way Johnson talks about Burden sounds like a man who found his centerpiece, and that centerpiece needs accurate passes to reach his ceiling. The man throwing him the football has his head coach breathing down his neck about one specific number. Caleb Williams set a franchise passing record last season and still finished with the worst completion percentage among qualified starters in the NFL, 58.1%. His completion percentage over expected was minus 6.9. Dead last. Those numbers tell you the throws were not falling. They also do not tell the full story. The Bears led the NFL in dropped yardage and ranked third in total drops. Williams generated explosive passing plays at an elite rate. He extended plays behind a rebuilt offensive line and created something out of nothing on a weekly basis. But Ben Johnson is done accepting the trade-off. Completion percentage is going to be emphasized. Those were his words this week. We are being critical on where we are putting the football. J.T. Barrett, the Bears' assistant who works closely with Williams, framed the path forward in a single sentence. We do not have to work as hard for our money. The idea is simple. Williams proved he is a big-time playmaker who thrives under chaos. Now the coaching staff wants the chaos to be optional. Work through the progression. Get the ball out on time. Take the completions the defense gives you. The explosive plays will still show up because this offense generates them by design. Press Taylor was promoted to offensive coordinator after Declan Doyle left for the Baltimore Ravens. The system is not changing. The expectations are rising. Here's the part the rest of the league should fear. At this time last year, the Bears struggled to break the huddle. Ben Johnson said it himself. They were installing a brand new offense from scratch. Every concept was fresh. Every call was unfamiliar. Now the foundation is set. These OTA reps carry more weight because the players are refining instead of learning. Caleb Williams does not need to hit 70%. He needs to get into the low to mid-60s and maintain the explosive rate. If he does both, this offense goes from top 10 to top 5. And the defense is getting rebuilt from the ground floor up with the head coach sitting in the room watching every drill. Skylar Thomas signed with the Bears as an undrafted free agent out of Oregon State. He received $200,000 in guarantees. That number is small in NFL terms. The reason he earned it is not. Thomas is a 6'2" safety who specializes in erasing tight ends in man coverage. In 2024, he faced Max Clare, the Rams' second-round pick and one of the top tight ends in the Big Ten. Clare was limited to 2 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown in that game. 0 of those catches came when Thomas was covering him. Thomas recorded 2 passes defended against Clare and made the game-sealing stop. Lance Zierlein of NFL.com called Thomas a special team star with intriguing man-cover talent against pass-catching tight ends. The Bears allowed 52.3 receiving yards per game to tight ends last season. That number ranked 13th fewest in the NFL. But the 2026 schedule sends a parade of elite tight ends through Chicago. T.J. Hawkinson, Dallas Goedert, Tucker Kraft, Kyle Pitts, Hunter Henry, Sam Laporta, Dalton Kincaid. Thomas gives Dennis Allen a package-dependent weapon. Bring him onto the field when the opponent's tight end becomes a primary threat. Let him press in the slot, disrupt the route, and take away the middle of the field. His Pro Football Focus special teams grade hit 80.1 in his final college season. An elite mark. Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport named Thomas the Bears' most exciting undrafted free agent signing. Thomas is not going to start. Kobe Bryant and Dylan Thieneman own those roles, but making the 53-man roster is a realistic path. The Bears need a fifth safety who contributes on special teams and provides matchup value in sub-packages. Cam Lewis and Josh Blackwell add cornerback depth. Elijah Hicks is in the mix at safety. Thomas has to beat those players out. His coverage tape against tight ends and his special teams production give him a legitimate shot. Every roster spot matters. Every edge stacks. And the starters on this defensive line are the ones who will determine whether the Bears' biggest weakness becomes a strength. The Bears recorded 35 sacks in 2025, tied for the 7th fewest in the NFL. Their pass rush win rate ranked second worst in the league. Montez Sweat led the team with 10 sacks and carried a burden no edge rusher should carry alone. He needs help. Austin Booker is the reason the coaching staff believes help is already in the building. Booker started the 2025 season on injured reserve with a knee issue. He returned at Week 9 and posted 5 sacks and 29 total pressures across the second half. He played 97% of defensive snaps in the wildcard game against Green Bay. His motor never stopped. This offseason, he added 15 pounds of muscle to a 6'5" frame. Ben Johnson said the coaching will be conducive to his style. Booker is entering his 3rd NFL season at 23 years old. He came out of Kansas a year early and was drafted in the 5th round. In many ways, this is his true 2nd year of development. Dayo Odeyingbo tore his Achilles after 8 games in 2025. He posted 21 tackles, 1 sack, and 4 quarterback hits before going down. Shamar Turner suffered a season-ending injury of his own. Both are expected to return for training camp. Gervon Dexter Sr. posted a career high 6 sacks from the interior. He is entering the final year of his rookie contract and has every reason to play at his peak. The Bears also brought in A.J. Epinesa for a workout. The former Bills' 2nd-round pick has 24 career sacks and averaged 6 sacks per season from 2022 to 2024. His deal with Cleveland fell through after a failed physical. The Bears are evaluating his medical status before making a decision. Ben Johnson was direct after the draft. The pass rush fix is better coaching and healthier players stepping up. The front office is not sitting still. But the belief is the answers are already on this roster. The numbers support the bet. Booker, Odeyingbo, and Turner missed a combined 30-plus games in 2025. A healthy rotation of Sweat, Booker, Odeyingbo, Turner, and Dexter gives Dennis Allen 5 legitimate pass rushers. Add Epinesa as a depth signing and the group has real upside. The sack total should climb. The question is how high, and the answer depends on the coaching overhaul happening behind closed doors. Ben Johnson is sitting in defensive meetings. He picks a position room each day and watches the installation. This is new. Last year, the first-year head coach spent the majority of his offseason energy on the offensive side. He was building a relationship with Caleb Williams. He was installing a brand new playbook. He had a 28-year-old offensive coordinator and a staff learning each other on the fly. The defense was left to Dennis Allen and his group. By the end of the season, Johnson realized the coaching needed to be sharper. The self-scout process revealed too much scheme installation and not enough emphasis on fundamentals and technique. First step footwork, hand placement, get off speed, the basics. This year, Allen is leading with technique. The scheme comes later. Johnson described the defensive staff as teaching at a high level now. The word fundamentals appeared repeatedly. Jaylon Johnson returned to OTAs after initially being absent. His 4-year, $76 million contract has no guaranteed money left after this season. If he does not perform in 2026, the Bears save significant cap space by moving on. Kyler Gordon was spotted on the field despite reports of a soft tissue injury. Both corners missed a combined 24 games last year. Both need healthy seasons. Malik Muhammad, a rookie cornerback, is cross-training at nickel and outside corner. Tyreek Stevenson enters a contract year of his own and should see expanded reps at outside corner. Ben Johnson said he appreciated Jaylon Johnson being at OTAs now and getting to know his teammates. The Bears have a lot of new faces in the building. Chemistry matters. Johnson hinted he was disappointed by the initial absence without saying it directly. Voluntary means voluntary. But a head coach who says I appreciate him being here now is a head coach who expected him there sooner. The message is clear. The standard is rising on both sides of the ball. The cornerbacks are returning. The coaching has changed. And the 2 new safeties behind them bring a combination of experience and athleticism this defense has not had in years. The Bears lost Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Jonathan Owens this offseason. 4 safeties gone. Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson responded by signing Kobe Bryant from the Seattle Seahawks on a 3-year, $40 million deal with $26 million guaranteed. Bryant was a fourth-round pick out of Cincinnati in 2022. He played cornerback for 2 seasons before moving to safety. In 2 years at the position, he recorded 139 tackles, 13 pass breakups, and 7 interceptions. He won Super Bowl 60 with the Seahawks. Ben Johnson called him a trained killer. Ryan Poles cited his speed, aggression, and mental toughness. Dylan Thieneman was the steal of the first round. The Oregon safety fell to pick 25 when most mock drafts projected him in the teens. He ran a 4.35 40 at the combine. He recorded 306 career tackles, 8 interceptions, and 14 pass breakups across 3 college seasons at Purdue and Oregon. He was a first-team All-Big Ten selection, a second-team All-American, and the Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Dennis Allen told Thieneman on draft night that he had pit stains watching him slide down the board. Ryan Poles said his tape popped out. The episode of 1920 Football Drive confirmed the Bears targeted Thieneman throughout the entire process and never expected him to fall that far. Bryant and Thieneman complement each other in ways the Bears lacked last year. Bryant is comfortable at free safety. Thieneman projects to strong safety, but is capable of playing anywhere in the secondary. Both are physical tacklers. Both cover well in man and zone. Together, they give Dennis Allen the versatility to run pre-snap disguises and post-snap rotations the defense could not execute in 2025. Kevin Byard was a leader and a solid player, but he was in his 30s with physical limitations. Jaquan Brisker was a box safety who struggled in coverage. These two are younger, faster, and more complete. The defense is being rebuilt from safety to edge. The offense returned nearly intact. And across the division, the Packers are dealing with a crisis nobody saw coming. Josh Jacobs was arrested on 5 charges, including felony strangulation and suffocation. He was booked into Brown County Jail and later released from custody. The Brown County District Attorney said he is not prepared to make a formal charging decision. The investigation remains open. Jacobs denies the allegations. The Packers have not commented beyond acknowledging the legal situation. Behind Jacobs, on the Green Bay depth chart, Chris Brooks, Marshawn Lloyd, who has dealt with injuries throughout his career, Damian Martinez, a 7th-round pick with 0 pro production of significance, and rookie Jaden Nixon. Head coach Matt LaFleur said Lloyd has to prove he stays healthy. If Jacobs misses games through suspension or roster removal, the Packers lose the identity of their offense. Jordan Love relied on the ground game to set up his vertical passing attack. Without it, the Packers become one-dimensional in a division built to punish one-dimensional teams. The Bears rushed for 144.5 yards per game last year, 3rd in the NFL. DeAndre Swift posted career highs with 1,087 yards and 9 touchdowns. Kyle Monangai added 947 scrimmage yards and 5 touchdowns as a 7th-round rookie. New running backs coach Eric Studesville developed Devon Achane into a Pro Bowler in Miami and has a track record spanning 3 decades. Questions remain at center, where Garrett Bradbury and 2nd-round pick Logan Jones will compete for the starting job. Left tackle is unsettled, with Ozzie Trapilo recovering from a patellar tendon injury suffered in the wildcard game. Braxton Jones, Theo Benedette, and Jedrick Wills are competing for the role. But Joe Thuney, the protector of the year, Jonah Jackson, and Darnell Wright, a 2nd-team All-Pro, anchor the interior and right side. The Bears won 11 games last year in Ben Johnson's first season as head coach. The offense set franchise records. The run game finished top 3. The defense forced turnovers at an elite clip. This offseason, they addressed the safety position, added depth across the roster, and are coaching at a higher standard on defense. Caleb Williams is on an accuracy mission. Luther Burden is playing at a different speed. Austin Booker is bigger, stronger, and entering his prime development window. The NFC North has the Lions, the Packers, dealing with off-field chaos, and the Vikings retooling. The Bears are built to win 12 games and take this division for the 2nd consecutive year. Drop your prediction in the comments and subscribe before the next breakdown drops. This team is not slowing down.